Bro, you could be with somebody for 5, 6 years, bro, and they really don't love you, bro. You could be sleeping with the enemy. She lining you up the whole time. The whole time. Bro, you could be with somebody for
Shalom.
5, 6 years,
First and
bro, and they
foremost, I'd
really
like to
don't
give all
love you, bro.
praises,
You could be
honor,
sleeping
and
with the
glory to
enemy. She
Yahweh,
lining
Bashem,
you up the
Yahushua,
whole
Bashem,
time.
Yakabash. Double honors to the apostles
The
and elders
whole
who grow
time.
millstone, who do rule well and teach this truth
Bro,
with
you could be
all
with
honesty and
somebody for
sincerity.
five, six
Salutations
years,
to you,
bro, and they
brothers,
really don't love
around the
you,
four
bro. You
corners
could
of
be
the earth that
sleeping with
push
the
this truth
enemy. She
with all
lining you
honesty and
up the
sincerity
whole
and
time.
great diligence to wake up the hopeful elect of
The
Israel.
whole
Double
time.
shalom to you, Akim, that come looking like the
Bro,
heathen,
you could be with
but
somebody
you are in
for
fact of
five,
the
six
stock of
years, bro, and
Israel,
they really don't
and
love
you
you, bro.
hold
You
near
could
and
be
dear this
sleeping with
truth,
the
and you follow
enemy.
the law,
She
statutes, and
lining you up
commandments
the
to the best of
whole
your abilities,
time.
wherever you may be scattered.
The
Shalom
whole
to the few
time.
sincere Akwatim that listen and learn in
Bro,
silence,
you
playing
could be with
creation
somebody
role,
for
as the
five,
Lord
six
commanded
years,
you to,
bro, and
which
they
is in
really
all
don't love you,
subjection,
bro. You could be sleeping with
and
the
being his
enemy.
pillar of
She
rest.
lining you up the whole
It's your brother
time.
Azor from GMS St. Louis.
The whole time.
So like, yeah, I came across
Bro,
this
you could be with somebody for 5, 6 years,
video
bro, and they really
about
don't love you, bro. You could be sleeping with the
this guy
enemy. She
Peasy, like
lining you up the
a
whole
rapper,
time. The
label
whole
owner,
time.
whatever. He's in the music
Bro, you
industry.
could be with somebody for 5, 6 years,
More
bro,
and
and they
more you
really don't
see
love you, bro. You could be sleeping with the enemy. She lining you up the whole time.
the worldly
The
people
whole
are
time.
seeing and coming to the
Bro, you
realization
could be with somebody for 5, 6 years,
about,
bro, and they really
the
don't love
things
you, bro.
that
You could
are
be
in the
sleeping with the
scriptures.
enemy. She lining you up the
Now,
whole time.
PZ probably don't even know
The whole
that what
time.
he's saying is already been said
Bro,
in
you
the
could be with
scriptures, man.
somebody for 5, 6 years, bro,
And
and
they
they
got
really don't love you,
a
bro. You could be sleeping with the
little
enemy. She
hyphen,
lining you up
like
the
Peasy
whole
said this,
time.
but the scripture said it first, man.
The whole time. Bro, you could be with somebody for
And
5, 6 years, bro, and they really don't love you, bro. You could be sleeping with the enemy. She lining you up the whole time. The whole time.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new, it hath been already of old time, which was before us? You see? And this takes me to, the story of Samson and Delilah. And Lord willing, I'll get that. But first, I'll get a few precepts. You have to be wise dealing with these women because they're naturally rebellious, and it oftentimes take them to go through a lot of hell for them to be humbled and actually listen and actually be instructed and actually take instruction, man. This is I'll get right to the point. Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow, and thy conception in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. And if you read this in the NLT, matter of fact, I will get it in the NLT. Verse 16. Then he said to the woman, I will sharpen the pain of your pregnancy, and in pain you will give birth, and you will desire to control your husband, but he will rule over you. You see? Her desire is to try to control you, but that's not the order that the Heavenly Father set up. And there's always, you're going to have trouble in the flesh, man, dealing with these women because they're going to try you, they're going to test the boundaries. They're going to try to see if they can conquer you. It happens, man. It's gonna be some level of trouble in the flesh, man, dealing with these women. So you really have to be cautious when dealing with them because hey, hey, all that beauty and all them teeth showing and smiling and snickering and giggling, skinning and grinning, she could very well be trying to set you up. The overlay for the underplay. You know what? We used to say. But let's go to the book of Proverbs. 31 and verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. You see, you don't give your strength to women. You don't give all your money to women. You don't give all the your wisdom and knowledge and the things that she can use against you, because they will. Even this truth, man. It's a lot of women that use this truth to try to confound their men or to try to back them in a corner. You see, the woman has a creation role just like the man, and we see now in today's time they're totally out of order because they've been given liberty to not be in order, even incentivized. Let's go to the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus. 25 and verse 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. You see, because you know um a woman, when she does wickedness, man, she goes real low, man. She goes real low, man. Unthinkable things, man. Things that men don't even think to do, a woman to do it. Because they're led by emotions and their feelings, and that's supposed to be checked with logic and reason. But these days you really can't. Rarely can you reason with them or get them to see the logic in the way to move or how you move or how you think and go about doing things. You know, verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. You see? We go to verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. You see? Because hey, man, you get to dealing with them and you really see the real them, and you start to understand why the hell on. Just too much, man. Too much to deal with. They have secret agendas, and like in Genesis, man, they gonna seek to rule over you, man, and that's just gonna lead to total chaos, man, and confusion. So go to the book of Micah, chapter 7 and verse 5. Trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. You see, that means pillow talking. A lot of men get jammed up and be conquered by these women because they love to pillow talk and love to just run off at the mouth because you feeling good, you just got one off, or you about to get some, and they just go to blabbering, man. You don't have to tell them everything, man. And it's wise that the less they know, the better. You see, if a woman knows what your greatest fear is or what you don't want to happen, when they get mad, that's the very thing they're gonna do. You know, If they can't conquer you, they'll just make your life a living hell. And not all, a good majority. There are women out here that are pleasant to be around, humble, modest. And guess what? You're not going to really see them. You know, they somewhere put up. But this is to warn brothers and you men, especially you young men out here that think shit sweet with these women, man. Hey, other women will tell you, man. Women are vicious, man. Women are vicious, and they would, man. But hey, the scriptures gives us a warning for this, man. Um, let's go to the book of First Ezra, chapter 3, and um, I'll start at verse 10. The first wrote, matter of fact, let's go up and let's read it from the top. Now, when Darius reigned, he made a great feast unto all his subjects, and unto all his household, and unto all the princes of Media and Persia, and to all the governors and captains and lieutenants that were under him from India unto Ethiopia, of 127 provinces. And when they had eaten and drunken, and being satisfied, were gone home, then Darius the king went into his bedchamber and slept, and soon after awaked. Then three young men that were off the guard that kept the king's body spake one to another, let every one of us speak a sentence, he that shall overcome, and whose sentence shall seem wiser than the others, unto him shall the king Darius give great gifts and great things in token of victory, as to be clothed in purple, to drink in gold, and to sleep upon gold, and a chariot with bridles of gold, and head tire of fine linen, and a chain about his neck. And he shall sit next to Darius because of his wisdom, and shall be called Darius his cousin. And then everyone wrote his sentence, sealed it, and laid it under King Darius's pillow. And said that when the king is risen, some will give him writings, and of whose side the king and the three princes of Persia shall judge, that his sentence is the wisest, to him shall the victory be given as was appointed. The first wrote, wine is the strongest. The second wrote, the king is the strongest. The third wrote, women are the strongest. But above all things, truth beareth away the victory. Now, why would it say women are the strongest? Because uh, uh, women are the weaker vessel, but they have the ability to manipulate. Men risk their lives, for the love of a woman. You know, they risk their lives, man, to provide and protect for the woman. And you throw that manipulation in because she cannot physically overpower a man, but she can seduce, manipulate, and lure you. You know, let's go to First Ezra 4:37. Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are all their wicked root works, and there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness also they shall perish. As for the truth, it endureth and is always strong, it liveth and conquereth forevermore. You see, and the only way to, you know, combat the women is with the truth, man. with the truth. It's stronger than the woman. A lot of men, strong men, powerful men, um, have been brought down by the woman. Now let's go to Judges chapter 16, and we'll read about Samson and Delilah. Then went Samson to Gaza and saw there an harlot and went in unto her. And it was told the Gazites, saying, Samson is come hither. And they compassed him and laid in wait for him all night in the gate of the city, and were quiet all the night, saying, in the morning, when it is day, we shall kill him. And Samson lay till midnight, and arose at midnight, and took the doors of the gate of the city and the two posts, and went away with them, bar and all, and put them upon his shoulders, and carried them up to the top of an hill that is before Hebron. And it came to pass afterwards that he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. And the lords of the Philistines came up unto her and said unto her, entice him, and see wherein his strength, Salakia, and see wherein his great strength lieth, and by what means we may prevail against him, that we may bind him to afflict him, and we will give thee every one of us 1,100 pieces of silver. And Delilah said to Samson, tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy great strength lieth, and wherewith thou mightest be bound to afflict thee. And Samson, now you, if a woman is asking you this, wouldn't that send off a red flag? She's asking how to conquer this man. He's so damn in love. He he's in love and lust. He's blinded. And this was written for our learning, man. Scriptures say, roughly paraphrased, things written aforetime were written for our learning, man. So you supposed to take heed, man. But verse 7, and Samson said unto her, if they bind me with 7 green withs that were never dried, then shall I be weak and be as another man. Then the Lord of the Philistines brought up to her 7 green withs, which had not been dried, and she bound him with them. Now there were men lying in wait, abiding with her in the chamber. And she said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he brake the withs, as a thread of tow is broken when it toucheth the fire, so his strength was not known. And Delilah said unto Samson, behold, thou hast mocked me and told me lies. Now tell me, I pray thee, wherewith thou mightest be bound. And he said unto her, if they bind me fast with new ropes that never were occupied, then shall I be weak and be as another man. And Delilah therefore took new ropes and bound him therewith, and said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And there were liars in wait abiding in the chamber, and he brake them from off his arms like a thread. And Delilah said unto Samson, hitherto thou hast mocked me and told me lies. Tell me wherewith thou mightest be bound. And he said unto her, if thou weavest the 7 locks of my head with the web. And she fastened it with the pin, and said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he awaked out of his sleep, and went away with the pin of the beam and with the web. And she said unto him, how canst thou say, I love thee, when thine heart is not with me? She running game, man. She running game. She upset because he lied to her about how to bind him and conquer him. Thou hast mocked me these 3 times, and hast not told me wherein thy great strength lieth. And it came to pass, when she pressed him daily with her words, that trouble in the flesh, nagging him, and urged him so that his soul was vexed unto death, She probably withheld the cat, man. That he told her all his heart, and said unto her, There hath not come a razor upon my head, for I have been a Nazarite unto Yahweh from my mother's womb. If I be shaven, then my strength will go from me, and I shall become weak, and be like any other man. And when Delilah saw that he had told her all his heart, she sent Salakia and called for the lords of the Philistines, saying, Come up this once, for he hath showed me all his heart. Then the lords of the Philistines came up unto her and brought money in their hand. And she made him sleep upon her knees, and she called for a man, and she caused him to shave off the 7 locks of his head, meaning he had 7 braids. And she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him. And she said, The Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he awoke out of his sleep and said, I will go out as at other times before and shake myself. And he wist not that the Lord was departed from him. But the Philistines took him and put out his eyes and brought him down to Gaza and bound him with fetters of brass. And he did grind in the prison house. Howbeit the hair of his head began to grow again after he was shaven. Then the lords of the Philistines gathered them together for to offer a great sacrifice unto Dagon, their God, and to rejoice, for they said, Our God hath delivered Samson, our enemy, into our hands. Really, it was Samson. Dagon is nothing. And when the people saw him, they praised their God, for they said, Our God had delivered into our hands our enemy and the destroyer of our country, which slew many of us. Samson was strong, man. He was strong. He was very strong. And it came to pass when their hearts were merry that they said, Call for Samson that he may make us sport. And they called for Samson out of the prison house, and he made them sport, and they set him between the pillars. And Samson said unto the lad that held him by the hand, Suffer me that I may feel the pillars whereupon the house standeth, that I may lean upon them. But the point being, he was pillow talking with Delilah, and he ended up getting afflicted, man. He ended up getting fucked up by the Philistines, man. Samson was terrorizing the Philistines, and shoot, they got a woman to get close to him and find out his secrets, man. That's why it's best not to even tell a woman everything about you, because she will use it against you when it benefits her, man. Let's go to book of First Peter chapter 3 and 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel. And you see, so the woman is the weaker vessel. You should not be putting her up above you or giving her privy knowledge that can destroy you, man. You deal with her as with the weaker vessel, man. You don't give them power to be over you. So, matter of fact, let me go to the NLT and read this. This is First Corinthians 7 and 1. Now, regarding the question you asked in your letters, yes, it is good to abstain from sexual relations. Um, Meaning, now concerning the things whereof you wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman, because, man, it A lot comes with that, I'll say. That trouble in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? The wickedness that can come from a woman, especially in these times, man. These women are not in their creation role. They're not operating in their creation role. They're not even in their right mind. Shaving their head off. They leaving the natural use. They being with women. You know, animals. They being 304s. Having no shame, and you will have to deal with all that, man. Let me jump down to verse 6. But I speak this by permission and not of commandment, for I would that all men were even as I myself, but every man hath his proper gift of Yahweh, one after this manner and another after that. Let me jump down. Verse 8, I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. So Paul, he wasn't even, he wasn't dealing with a woman. He was abstinent. But if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. And now these Christians, they love to say, see, you're supposed to get married or you're gonna burn in hell. But they don't go into the etymology of what these words mean. But if they cannot control themselves, they should go ahead and marry. It is better to marry than to burn with lust. You see, it is better to get some than to be horny and horn dogging, man. Let's go to come on, man. Because in the scriptures, marriage is sex. The act of sex sex is the act is marrying. You're marrying where two come together and be one flesh. You see, it didn't say you come together and be one piece of paper or one contract with the government. No, you have sex. That is the act of marrying. You can marry two pieces of bread together. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You can marry your hands every time you clap them. You're marrying your hands. um, let's see what it G1060 Gamil.
Strong's G 1060. Gameo. Gameo.
It's a Greek word. To lead in marriage, to take to wife, right? To get married, to marry, to give oneself in marriage. Um, let's jump down to wed of either sex, marry a wife. Sex is marriage in the scriptures. Now, let's go to burn.
Strong's G 4448. Porao. Porao.
Let's go down. Full of fire, fiery, ignited. Um, let's go down to Strong's definition. To kindle, passively, to be ignited, glow. Be refined, implication, to be inflamed, with anger, grief, or lust. Burn, fiery, be on fire. So it's talking about burning with lust. It's better to marry than to burn with lust, man. So but you see in these times what comes with that marrying a woman, or especially entering into a contract with these dang on with the state. Even if you just popping them, it comes with it can come with some turmoil, man. So just beware of dealing with these women, man, because you can easily be lying with the enemy. But I hope this has been an edifying lesson. I'm gonna say Kwam Yasharala, Shalom, and Abba Babal.